Hello, Western New York. Just been taking a look around my garden, and even my mom's garden, and something she forgot to take a look at, and I gotta watch her stepping, you know. If you own a dog, you know the reason. You know? Forgot to show Mama this. Yeah. She's yet to see it for herself 100%. You know. But, well, you know. Just making sure she knows exactly what it is I happen to have. You know. And, well, I guess I'll just... What am I going to do? I'm not quite sure, really. I mean, probably show off some of my flowers, show off some of hers. Got a rose right here. Don't ask me how that got there. Because I know I didn't plant it. I don't know if she planted it. Could have been a bird. We do have those then. You know. And got a cat or two wandering around, you know, as I've shown you on more than a few of my other videos. Getting a little bit of pimpy. And, well, these are my raspberries, you know. And here's my dwarf roses, and I got a couple of them. And this one here is starting to leaf out nicely, but, you know, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens to it, you know. And now over in here I got some my mom and I, we planted some bulbs in here, you know. Planted in some daffodils, tulips, and crocuses. There's also a few over in here, but, you know, can't really show you much because at the moment they're all dormant, asleep, and we may have to put in some more at some point in the future because I can't exactly say we had a good showing of them this year, you know. That does happen, you know. Sometimes they age, rot, and die, and other times they just don't have a good showing. Now, I do got some wild daffodils here, you know, or at least, you know, forgotten daffodil bulb beds. You know, there's some around in here, some around in here, some more around in here, you know. Been talking about like digging them up and transplanting them, but well, we'll have to see about that. My mom's got some more bulb types in here, as you can see right here. You know, and she's got a rose, a couple of them. One right here, another one right there. You know, and that's in addition to this thing right here, you know. And of course her rose is right in here, you know. See a few things I might have to cut out because they look dead or dying, whatever. And right in here is my blueberries, as I've mentioned to you time and time again. Plan to put in some more. But well, you kind of want to space these things about. Well, it kind of depends on what it is you want. Do you want a hedge or do you want individual bushes? I think I got enough space for about 4 more in here. you know. And I put some more roses in, right in here. I mean, right there's my roses right along in there. These are my red currants. I mean, this one right here, when you take a look, you notice it's a bunch of sticks. Those are from cuttings, you know, from these two plants that I put in the ground. They might, depending on how they go, I might just put them over at my aunt's. You know, she wants some berry bushes. And this, well, we'll see what happens with this one, because it was just literally nothing more than a stump. Some wild roses. These are my grapes. Gooseberry cuttings right here. Some more goose, and these are the one bush that the cuttings came from. There's the other bush. It's an okay day, you know, it's about 30 degrees. Kind of depends on where you stand, 30, 40, somewhere in there. Might put in a couple more of gooseberry and red currants. I mean, on the other hand, might get some white currants. Because, well, you know, it's all about pollinating. It's all about pollination and whatnot. Although, they'll do just fine on their own. But more varieties equals better pollination results. And, you know, one moment. Really, some of the hay from that high, you know. I mean, we'll see what happens. The ground's a little muddy because, well, like I said, it's been warm. This is a couple of Mom's roses. She's got some more plants in here, including what looks like fancy grass. That looks like fancy grass to me, you know. And, well, this little stretch right along in here. Hopefully you got a better view than I do when it comes to looking down at this camera. But there may or may not be any bushes along here. We'll just have to see what happens. As in, if I buy something, I might end up having to put it in here. Or I just might put them over in that triangle. Or something. You know. Underneath this hay, I got my blackberries, you know. You can probably see some of them. This right here is a Chester. Right there. Because if you looked at one of my earlier videos, you might have seen me fiddling around with a blackberry. Well, that was it, and hell, well, I just put it right there. You know, clipped it off, put it right there, see what happens, you know. See what happens. And, oh boy. Now, do I see what I see? Seems that this right here was one part of this that you might have noticed in some of my earlier videos where, let's see here, yeah, oh man, got another one that's, well, might have to end up having to trim this branch right here, you know, because, you know, mildly annoying, you know, and you find out that. But on the other, blackberries got thorns. Okay, I mean black raspberries. They are covered in thorns, just covered in them. I don't know why. Maybe they haven't figured out how to make the thornless black raspberry. Well, you know, I'm just looking around, really. I mean, is that not, you're looking at plants for a second time and you see what is and what's wrong with it, you know? And well, let me see here. Well, let's see what happens, you know. One always sees what happens. I mean, you will never get things all perfect in the space of a single season. It's going to take time. Time in which I will have to learn. Time in which you might have to learn. If you're not willing to learn from your mistakes, well, hopefully someone who's smarter will learn from you. And as for me, well, I try to learn from my mistakes. I mean, I probably made a few mistakes during my process. I mean, I know for one thing, that's a walnut. A walnut. It's a willow. You do not have any walnuts in you. You're a willow. Well, there's a couple of walnuts around, so, you know, bound to happen. Here's my wilds. This one is not going to be a single season event. I mean, it's going to take me a while. I mean, this sort of thing is a lifetime to learn. You learn as you grow. You learn as you age. And you also learn that sometimes you gotta be careful where you step. Because you never know what you just stepped in. But that's to be expected when you're gardening. I mean, whew, this one's running a little long. Yeah, it's a good 15 minutes or so. Although that doesn't matter too much. I mean, well, you just, life's all about learn. You make mistakes, and you'd best learn from them. And one moment. Seems I forgot to put the lid on right when they... There we go, much better. Just gotta keep the wind from catching it too much. Wish I could say the same about my plants. Wish that the wind would stop catching them, but this is a funnel. Okay, it's gonna happen. The wind will always get caught in this little section. Got a bird or two. You know? And, well, at the moment, plants are asleep. Been asleep for quite some time. Yeah. Over here, I got some more. I mean, my family's got plants over in here. Got some hostas in here. I mean, and some ferns, clematises. They got a little bit of everything. Yeah. This is a vegetable garden. It's gonna get dug out. Kind of sad but true, but it's gonna get dug out and tossed. These are some lilacs. And there's a broken branch off of a branch. Well, it looks like it's broken anyways. It's going to need to get trimmed. And you see that this one right here is twisted around it. You know, it's I can't really say I've ever done much with this lilac. I mean, these lilacs. I mean, that's quite obvious. It's going to need some work. They all do, actually. Well, let's see here. Well, this is Western New York. You know, we've had a bit of a warm spell. You know, and well, I just hope that my berry plants have done well enough that, you know, they done well, you know. And I hope I'm ready for the growing season, you know. Now, the other thing I really need to wait for is Mother's Day, you know. Because that's when all the local nurseries are going to have their new plants, you know. I'd like to get some new plants, you know. New varieties, new berries, and all that sort of stuff. And I'll be honest with you, I would like to get some Arctic/Hardy kiwi, but that might be impossible. Instead, I think I'll just get some more grapevines for these, at least these three pillars, these three posts, and, you know, just have grapevines all across. It smells slippery. Along with some mud. And, well, you know, don't know what I'll do with all those grapes when they come into maturity. Might eat them. Might put them into pies. You know, that sort of stuff. Got some birds chirping up in there. See a few more up in this one other tree. At least I think I see a few more. Yep, there's a couple more. And then aspen over here by this one pine tree. Don't know if you can see them. You know, it's lovely out here. Well, this is Western New York. Subscribe if you like this, comment, all the other good stuff. Okay, goodbye.